Hello friends, how is it going? It's me, Betty Jean. I'm so excited for this video. I'm gonna be playing with the new Fantasy Cosmetica Wizard collection. There is a palette, there's a highlighter palette, there's a fragrance. It's a whole fun time. I'm so into the vibes of this collection and I cannot wait to share it with you. As always, thank you so much Fantasy Cosmetica for sending me this collection early so I'd have a chance to play with it for all of you guys. And I do have an affiliate code if you feel like shopping on their site. It's battybean in all caps and I appreciate it so much if you use it and save yourself some money. This collection is launching on February 16th at 9 a.m. PST. I will have all the launch details and a link to the website and my affiliate code in the description box if you need to reference them. But I just want to get into it. I want to dive into this collection, share everything, do swatches, talk about details, all that stuff. I'm creating 2 looks today. I do also plan on doing an additional look over on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. If it's not already up, it should be going up very soon. I also will be giving my accessory details before each individual look, so stay tuned for that. But my nail polish of the day is Mooncat Lost Polaroids with moon dust topped over top. You can't really tell, but it's just like a really subtle sparkle on top of this super cute jelly kind of color. Without further ado, let's hop in and chat about the actual products in this collection. First, we have the fragrance. I just love the color scheme of this collection. It's so cute. I'm not good at describing scents, but according to the paper, it's a refreshing grass and wood scent with a citrus accent. To me, it just smells like Clean Man. It's really good. I really enjoy it. It's not like overly masculine where I feel like I can't wear it. It's very like neutral masculine leaning in my opinion, and it's very good, very yummy. We have the Celestial Lights highlighter trio. This is so cute. I love the packaging. It's so pretty. It's just gorgeous. We have 3 really beautiful shades. They're so shifty. I'm already just so astounded with how it looks on my face. I can't wait to continue diving in and playing with this palette. I think it's so cool, and what a great like surprised to have a new type of product from the brand because they've never done highlighters before, and this is so fun. 2 of mine did come a little crumbled, so I had to kind of smush them back into place, but thankfully I was able to just smush them. It wasn't like a complete disaster, but sadly they did arrive a little crumbly. They weren't in pristine condition, but they're still quite beautiful. And of course, we have a new member of the party. We have the Wizard palette. This is gonna go along so great with everything else that we already have from the brand. I just love the stained glass kind of look. I love the color scheme on this packaging, and the insides reflect it perfectly. As usual, we have 9 beautiful shades in here, and they also are selling this palette as an empty palette. You can also buy the eyeshadows as singles if you're only interested in maybe a couple shades. So very cool. I like that you can buy it as a whole palette, or you can kind of disassemble it if you so choose. We have a mixture of mattes, duochromes, multichromes, and 1 holochrome in here as well. These are all super pretty. I love the undertones of these, like seeing these rich, delicious blues with those pale banana yellows. I don't know what it is, but it's scratching an itch in my brain. I can possibly see this becoming like one of my top favorites. I still don't think it's gonna beat Druid, but I could see this for sure being in the top 3. I'm sure at some point this year I'll do a Fantasy Cosmetica palette ranking. I just don't feel like I have enough palettes yet to warrant its own video. But just know that I'm loving this color story. I think it's really pretty. At this moment, I've only filmed look 1, so I still have more to play with this palette, but my first impressions are very good. I'm loving the shimmers. I think everything is so sparkly. I feel like the highlighter palette is such a cool addition, and I'm just really excited to continue playing with this and sharing it with you. And again, just as a reminder, this collection is launching on February 16th at 9 a.m. PST, and you can use my affiliate code battybean to save if you so choose. So without further ado, let's just hop in, create these looks, and then at the end, I will give you my full thoughts on everything and we'll chat. Do all the things. Hi friends, we're gonna hop into it. I am so unbelievably excited to dive into this Wizards collection. It's so beautiful. We have highlighter, 3 technically, it's a highlighter palette, and we have an eyeshadow palette, and we have the new fragrance, which I'm actually really liking this fragrance. To me, it just smells like Clean Man smell. Like it's kind of masculine, but it's very like light and clean. It's really nice. I really like it. So let's dive in. I think for look number 1, I want to do something just so dark, blue, smoky, and I think for look number 2, I really want to play with those yellows across the lid and then maybe have like a smoky lower lash line, probably a winged liner. That's kind of what I'm feeling. But for today, I want a really dark blue smoky look. I have to have this shade all over my lid, like it's the law. Like this one will go in my inner corner. Lots of fun things. Oh, my accessory details before I forget. These earrings are Spooky Doodle Club, and these rings are from Regal Rose. Super cute. Anyways, let's dive in. I'm going to prime with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. I'm just gonna blend it out, smear it on, all the things. My hand's a little stained. I tried the new Milk Makeup sticks. I filmed a little reel / YouTube shorts right before this where I swatched them and then tried one of them out. And they definitely leave a stain behind, so ignore that on my hand. So let's dive into the Wizard palette. Oh, I'm so excited. I think I want to just go ahead and start with Incantation, this lighter blue. I'm going to be using that to blend things out. So I'm just going to take my Singe E03 brush and I want to just kind of throw this all the way from inner to outer corner. I'm not super worried about the lower lash line just yet because I'm going to be smoking that out heavily anyway. I like that baby blue. That's very cute. Just getting a nice layer of that baby blue kind of built up. So super pretty. I really like that. Moving on, I think I want to go ahead and take Intellect, the darkest like inky indigo. I'm going to use my Singe E06. I'm just going to tap my brush in. And this is going to be kind of the matte shade that my shimmer really blends into. So I'm just going to be tapping this kind of almost a little messily, honestly, across the like top part of my mobile lid, like right at the seam where that crease is kind of starting. Because I'm going to go in with that other blue shade to kind of blend it out into that baby blue. So I'm just kind of getting this laid down for now. Really like this color. That's really rich, really pretty. And again, I am going to be working on that lower lash line too. I'll do that after. Not super concerned with it at this moment. We are looking good. So next I'm going to take some of Telepathy right there. I'm going to use my Singe E02 brush, just like a smaller blending brush. And I'm going to be using this kind of directly in the crease. I'm using very light motions. And I'm just going to kind of swirl this right along that edge of that darkest blue, just to start creating a little bit of a gradient before we really start blending out into that baby blue. Just tiny little swirls. Eventually my lower lash line will connect as well. But for now I'm just blending kind of outwards and upwards. Very light pressure. I think this is going well so far. Dipping back into Incantation, my first brush, gonna tap it off a little bit. I'm just gonna use that to fluff around the edges as well. Just to, again, just really build that gradient, get it really soft and blendy before we start smoking out that lower lash line and then go in with my lid shade, which I'm so excited about. I mean, that's gonna be the star of the show. But these blues are all behaving really nicely and I love the undertones in them. They're so pretty, very rich. Very into that. Moving on to that lower lash line, I wanna take this pencil from Milk Makeup. It's called, what are you called? Time. It's a dark blue, as you can see. So I'm just gonna take and really smudge this all up in my like waterline and like my skin, right like where my lash line is. Just getting that really inky and messy. Not really a rhyme or reason, just kind of getting it everywhere. And then I'm just gonna take this little pencil brush from Ace Beauté. There's a little bit of Intellect on it, and I'm just going to start smoking this out right at the edge of that lower lash line. Just getting it nice and deep and inky and yummy and all the lovely things. Now pretty much just gonna go down that line that I just did. I'm gonna take a little bit more of Telepathy and just kind of smoke that out underneath that blue lower lash line as well. Again, I'm using pretty light pressure. I'm just doing a light little dusting of it right at the edge just to get it a little bit softer and less harsh. Also just making sure I kind of connect it into the rest of my look. And of course, finishing it off with a little bit of Incantation, that lighter baby blue. I'm just going to smudge that all up on that lower lash line. This shade I feel like works really well for softening these blues. I mean, it was in this palette for a reason, you know what I mean? But it's doing such a good job at really just diffusing these dark blues. It's so pretty. Cute, I like this. It's very like hazy blue. It's really pretty. So we need to do that lid now. I'm going to take my NYX Glitter Primer, of course. Just gonna use this little Sigma E28 brush and pat it all around. And then dipping into that magical, shifty, sparkly blue shade. Are you kidding me right now? That's so pretty. That's very unlike anything I own I think. Like, I don't think I own anything quite like this. It's gonna dust along the edge. That is so pretty. What a cool shade. It's just so cool. I mean, this shade's really pretty and brilliant too, but I just had to use this one. And now I want to use this one here as my inner corner. Plop that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's bright. That's popping. I really, really like that. Cute. Ooh, yeah, I'm very okay with that. That's such a pretty shade. It's like a Cinderella blue. It's really, really cool. I even pop a little on my brow bone. I think that could be fun. And really, I'd be tempted to use that as my face highlight today, but we have to use the palette, you know. Gotta use the palette. So which one do I want to use today? Honestly, I'm kind of leaning toward, oh, I don't know. I'm like looking in every mirror that's in front of me so I can see the different shifts and kind of decide. I think I'm leaning toward the middle one. I like that slight bluiness that it has. I think that's really pretty. This one might be a little too dark for me to use as a highlighter, but I'll try it at some point. I will eventually try it. So yeah, gonna go in with Whirlwind right here. I'm gonna use my little Spectrum B08 brush. I'm gonna wipe it off so there isn't leftover highlight from yesterday on it. Just gonna tap in and swirl that on my nose. Oh, that is sparkly. Cute. I love some sparkle. I'm just gonna run that across my cheekbones. Oh, this is really, really pretty. I actually really like that pinky shift with this look. I think that's a really cool combo. Fantasy Cosmetica needs to release highlighters every time. Okay, maybe not every time. That might be overkill, but I would like to see it often because that's beautiful. Well, this is the first look. I'm just gonna finish it up. I'm gonna throw on like my mascara, something on my lips, and I'll be back when I'm complete. All right, here is the first look. I really hope you like it. I really like how it came out. It's very bold and sparkly and wonderful. I obviously ended up going with no false lashes today. I just went with mascara. I was just feeling a regular mascara kind of vibe. And then on my lips, I just went with a gloss, no lip liner or anything. I just went with the Fée de Provence from Nomad. I felt like it was channeling my highlighter and I kind of liked that. So this is the completed look. I really hope you like it. Let's move on to look number 2. All right, look number 2 coming at ya. I am still feeling kind of the vibe that I mentioned yesterday. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna, of course, prime with my Milk makeup. I will do the highlighter at the end, so that I can just see it all come together, and I want to make sure that's the highlighter I want to use. But I am loving this collection so much. I got compliments on my makeup yesterday, so that was great. All right, dipping back into the Wizard palette, obviously. We're gonna start with Spellbook, the Pale Banana Yellow. I'm just gonna take this ColourPop E2, and I'm just gonna kind of swirl this through that crease a little bit. I mean, if it goes on my lid too, that's also fine. It's gonna get covered with shimmer here in a moment anyway. But just kind of laying this pale banana yellow, which isn't too much different than my skin color, I suppose. So it's not gonna look like a whole lot. It's mostly gonna be the sparkle that does its moment of shine. And if you have a different skin color than me, this will probably show up more. It's just very similar to what I look like. And now I'm gonna take Meteor Storm. This is just gonna go all across the rest of my lid. I'm not even gonna do glitter primer because I don't necessarily need like a thick, opaque layer of it, although this is just super pigmented. I just kind of want a dusting of this, just kind of everywhere and blend it out. This will just be the background behind my wing today. That is so pretty. Ooh, I really like that. That would be really pretty as a face highlight too. I'm just gonna do a slathering of this on the other eye. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I really, really like this shimmer. If I have a little less energy than yesterday, it's because I immediately woke up and started getting ready. So I'm still kind of waking up, but we're here and I'm excited. I just might still have sleepy voice. So now I think I want to do my wing now. So I'm just going to take my Rare Beauty liquid liner. This is a brand spanking new one, which is great because my last one dried out. It got old, as liners do. And this is my favorite. So I'm just going to draw toward my tail. And I'm going to start about like maybe a third of the way down and swoop it in. I actually kind of don't hate like a little bit more of a half wing, like letting it only start like about half of my lash line. I'm going to attempt that Things might change when I do the other eye. If the other eye is looking bigger, I'll obviously have to even it out, but I'm kind of not mad at that. I think that's kind of cute. So I'm just gonna fill this in. I'm gonna try to match it on the other eye, and then we'll move on to that lower lash line. I'm very excited. That's gonna be the star of the show for sure. You know, that's even enough. I'm not mad at that actually. So for the lower lash line, it's honestly gonna be similar to look number 1 where I'm gonna like really smoke out my liner first, but I'm gonna use a black today. This is True Black from Rare Beauty. Just gonna first tight line my upper waterline. And for the lower, again, just gonna really run it all up in my waterline, on my skin right below it, like all in my lashes. I want it to blend into that wing a bit, kind of something like that. I'm gonna take that same brush from Ace Beauté yesterday. It's a P4 from the Palettopoly collection. I'm just wiping off the product as much as possible. I'm just gonna smudge this on its own. Get this nice and smudgy before we start going in with shadow. Even this, just like a smoky wing with this like shimmer yellow, I think that's really pretty. All right, so next I wanna use Telepathy, the like darker but vibrant blue. Just gonna take a little bit more of that on that same brush, and I'm just going to smudge this again, just right up against my lower lashes, just for a little smoky blue moment. I am gonna be loading up my lower lash line with some shimmer, so this is just gonna kind of be my baseline for it to run into. And I do want a lot of focus of this blue on this outer like half, and I'm gonna kind of fade it into my wing even, just so it can all be flowing together. Oh, I really like that pop of blue. It's so subtle, but just like a nice smoky, sultry little pop. It's very cute. And then just to use the shade we haven't used yet, we'll use Curiosity. Just taking my F02 from Singe from yesterday, but I wiped it off first. I'm just gonna lightly start dusting this along the edge of that as well, just to get that a little bit softer. Ooh, that blurs really nicely. That's really pretty. That is doing the job. I like it on its own, but I feel like I need a little more blue impact, so I'm actually gonna mix Incantation and Telepathy. I'm just gonna kind of dot between both shades to get kind of a little in-between shade, kind of a medium toned blue. And I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing, just kind of run that along the edge. I feel like I needed a little bit more in between that dark and that light. I feel like that's doing the trick. Cute, cute, cute. I really, really like this. I love just that like blue pop on this outer half of my lower lash line. I think that's so pretty. So next I want to take Divination, the last shade in the palette that I've yet to use. Just gonna take this old pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. And this is gonna be focused mostly in the front half, so I feel like this will connect really nicely with my inner corner highlight. So I'm just kind of lightly pressing this, just taking little bits at a time, just right in that front little pocket of that lower lash line. And I'm just slowly building it up and scooting it toward the mattes. Ooh, I really like that. I just love nothing more than some sparkle on the lower lash line. I eat it up. It's so, so pretty. And then for the inner corner, I want to use that Cinderella blue again. It's just really, really cute. What a cool combo. I love blue and yellow together. It's one of my favorites, but I've never really done like a pale yellow with a blue. It's usually something more vibrant, but I'm really into this combo. I think it's really pretty. And now face highlighter, back to the Celestial Lights palette. And I think I want to use the first one. Yeah, I think the first one will be pretty. It's really glossy. I mean, any of them would be pretty, but I think I want to go with the first one since I used the second one yesterday. This one's called Dancing Lights. Very cute. Ooh, that's nice. It's very glossy looking. I love it. I love when like powders can manage to look glossy and wet. Like what a cool effect. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I'm actually going out of town this weekend. I'll have already gone and come back by the time this video goes up. I'm just doing some pre-filming since I have the palette early. And I would love to bring this palette with me, but unfortunately 2 of the shades arrived crumbled. So I'm not risking traveling with it. But man, this is pretty. This is probably gonna become one of my top favorite like highlighter palettes ever, because it's just so gorgeous. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up my look. I'm going to throw on my lashes, something on my lips. I need to finish getting ready. I need to like actually brush my hair and get out of my pajamas, and I'll be back when I'm complete. Here is look number 2. I really, really love this. I love a smoky lower lash line. It's like one of my favorite things ever. I think if I had to pick like a one look to do for the rest of my life, it would probably be something like this, just changing out the colors. But I love a heavy lower lash line with a wing. Makes me happy, so I love this. I love how sparkly it is. This is good. These lashes are Flutter from Bright Lashes, and then my lip combo today is Humble Pencil from Rare Beauty with the discontinued Crystalize Gloss from Kaleidos over top. I'm still so sad that they discontinued these, but it matches the inner corner highlight, so here we are. Also, my accessories, now that I'm like actually ready, I have no idea where this necklace is from, so sorry, but this ring is my Regal Rose ring that I think I also wore in look number 1. So yeah. Let's zoom out and finish this up. Thank you so much for watching my video. I had so much fun playing with this collection. Again, I'm really liking the scent. It's just such a good, just rainy, clean man smell. I don't know how else to explain it. And this highlighter palette, this is so gorgeous. I just cannot get over how glossy these highlighters look on the skin, and I will try this one out. I just think this one might be too dark for me, but I'm gonna test it out at some point, probably in that Instagram video / YouTube shorts. And again, if that's not already up, it should be coming soon. And then the palette. I'm so impressed with this palette. I think this is so pretty. These colors are so up my alley. I love this color story. I love that we have a really good combination of really dark and really light. I love the pale banana yellows with the blues, even though the matte one kind of just looks like my skin tone on me and my skin. I still think it's really pretty in this palette, and I think for people that aren't my color, you're gonna get a really good pop in banana yellow shade, and I'm honestly jealous. But yeah, this palette's beautiful. I had so much fun playing with these different colors. I think the different shimmers are so pretty. I just loved the way this holochrome looked all day yesterday. It was so cool seeing it in different lighting. And then these two shimmers I'm in love with. Like, I love that lower lash line, but that Cinderella blue, what a pretty shimmer. I'm really, really into it. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. I would love to know which look was your favorite between look number 1 and look number 2. I thought I wouldn't be able to beat look number 1, but I'm just really into this look. I love the pale, sparkly yellow lid with that heavy blue lower lash. It is making me so happy. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you plan on picking anything from this collection up? Have you tried this brand before? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. If you made it to the end of this video, obviously leave some emojis with wizard vibes. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm battybean there as well. You can also subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. Also, feel free to join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.